Hello everyone, welcome to another 747 weekly update for Copilot CRM. Usually in these weekly updates we go over the new features that we released this week, and we have some pretty cool ones. We're definitely a shorter update than last week, but we have some really important updates that we made this week. So let's dive right into those, with the first one being you can now choose to require a card on file in order for a customer to accept an estimate. This is a huge update. It's a really important piece of your workflow. And you can do this on a global level for the software or on a customer per customer basis. So let me show you where the setting is, and then I'll kind of show you how it works so you can enable or disable it. Let's go into our settings here, and then we're going to go to the Invoices, Estimates, and Receipts tab. And then all the way at the bottom, there is the option to select here, all customers must have a card on file before accepting estimates in the client portal. If this is turned on, then it will require a card, and if it's turned off, then it won't require a card. And then I'll show you there's also a setting in the customer profile. Under the client portal, you can choose to have a credit card required here. So that means you can either turn it on globally and turn it off for specific customers, or you can have it off globally but on for specific customers. Kind of gives you that option to do as you wish with that. And then let me show you how it works. I'll show you how it works in the client portal first. We're going to go to an estimate here, and we're going to go to pending. Let's see. Then we're going to go to estimate number, and we're going to click this to open up in the client portal. And when I go and click accept, it'll prompt you, the customer, saying, in order to accept this estimate, you must have a card on file. Now, if you click add card, it will take you to the My Profile page in the client portal, and they can add a card on file right there. So really nice. And it makes sure that if they do accept an estimate, you can be sure that that client already has a credit card on file. You can also look at this in Copilot when you yourself are accepting a credit or an estimate. If you open an estimate and you click accept and they don't have a card on file, it'll actually prompt you saying there's a card missing for this customer, and ask you if you would like to skip and accept it, or just add one or add a card on file before you do. So if you click no, it won't accept it. If you click yes, you're basically overriding the requirement, and it'll mark the estimate as accepted. So this is a really good update. It's going to make sure that that all of your customers have credit cards on file to make sure you get paid. There's just it's a huge win to have this setting in our software. So we're very excited about it. Next thing we added to the routes page, and that is we added a column in here to show tracked time on visits. So it seems like a relatively small update, but it's actually really important because, let's see, this account really doesn't have any. There's one that shows 2 minutes clocked in here. What this does basically is you can quickly compare budgeted hours to actual time tracked on the visit. So you can see if you're way off on your budgeted hours, or if maybe your crew's not being as efficient as they should be. And these will actually change colors. So if the tracked time is under the amount that the budgeted hours are, this will be green. And if the track time is over budgeted hours, this will be red. So you can quickly see where you need to make adjustments, whether that's with budgeted hours or with maybe encouraging employees to be more efficient with their time. So this is a really, really helpful update. Next thing is on invoices and estimates. When you go to send either an invoice or an estimate from this button here, we've added the option to copy link. And this will just copy a link to that estimate or that invoice on your clipboard, so that you can paste it. And this is a link straight to that estimate or that invoice. So if you are in communication with a client, maybe you're using your personal cell phone to text them, or you're using a different email client other than the one that's already built into Copilot. That way you can actually just click send and copy a link, and you can paste this link anywhere. And I'll show you. I'll paste this in a new tab, and it opens up to that estimate or that invoice. So Really nice. It also makes sure to mark the estimate or the invoice as sent. So it doesn't look like it's just a draft and it's waiting to be sent. But when you copy that link, it'll actually mark it as sent. So very nice update. And then the last thing I wanted to go over is we have been making a lot of improvements to the stability of the software over the last couple of weeks. Two of those things being we introduced something that we're calling Feature Wednesdays, and this is basically just controlled releases of features. So every Wednesday we'll roll out new features. We still roll out bug fixes every day. As long as they're ready to be rolled out, we will push them. But now we are only releasing features every Wednesday. So you can be sure that creates some stability. It also helps you guys learn the software easier. So we're not constantly changing things and constantly updating things. You can expect that on Wednesday, we're going to drop the features. And then on Friday, I'll make a video update and send it out on Saturday. So you can kind of be in the loop that way. The other thing that we did to vastly improve stability, this is mostly on the back end, and that is in our personal development workflow, we added a code review step. Basically, we have a senior developer go through all of the code before anything is pushed into our live site, whether that be bug fixes or features. And this has greatly, greatly improved the stability already. And we've only been doing this for a week. So I just wanted to give you guys an update on that. I'm trying to be transparent on how we're improving the software and how we're making it more stable. So you can expect those two things to make quite a big difference. All right, that is this 747 update. Hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you next week.